Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode we helped our ally defeat Russia and we were expecting money and we got not. So, not super thrilled about that. We are still comically in debt, albeit I think fractionally less, so it's hard to tell because I think we have less loans, but the loans are for slightly more money. Either way, we're in too much debt for my liking. But in this episode, once we get all of our troops back from the Russian front lines, we are going to tackle the Ottomans. And again, hope you've been enjoying the series. Please do let me know if you have, or indeed, if you've been playing EU5, let me know how you like it or you don't like it. I have not played EU5 as of yet. I tend to let a lot of the Paradox games kind of sit first, and I see kind of how they get on before I commit to buying anything like that. Because, you know, video games are expensive now, man. Even with, like, a sale from, like, Steam or Epic or whatever. Like, games are expensive, so I don't want to commit to something that isn't just absolutely amazing. And I haven't heard bad things by any stretch. Don't get that impression. But still, cautious with my cash. We need to move a stack down to 2 Nis. And these two can come over here, I guess. We don't have a huge army, which is probably for the best, because we're still trying to repay loans. So we're down to 104,000. I know, tiny amount of army. Tidgy. Oh, we have an heir to the throne, and he's rubbish as well. Cool, a 220 to go with our 202 leader? Yeah. Stefan the Third, a 202, not very good guy, but what you gonna do? So, what we also need to do... Oh, careful at least is a good trait for our Queen Consort. But yeah, what we want to do is get a claim on something in the Papal State. It, truth be told, doesn't matter which province it is. At some point, we're going to want to go after the papacy. Probably wait until we have a second claim, because I want to try and get Treviso as well. We're not doing this yet. I know we have a spare 23,000 troops over here that just kind of sit and don't do anything. We might as well have them drill. Might as well do something productive with them. Cool. So, we want to declare war on the Ottomans. Yes, it's going to be a religious war. Kind of. We want to bring in... I don't think anybody in this case. So, we have Yemen we have to deal with. Mostly just annoying because they have a lot of mountains. Tunis should be a cakewalk, and Fars, which has a lot of troops, but is quite a long way away. Maybe I'll invite Austria in partway into the war again to deal with them, kind of like what we did with the Mamluks, so we can try and accumulate as much war score as possible first, then have them join in to help us. I think that makes sense. I'm going to make Tuscany a rival, because eventually we're going to want to take that land for sure. I did think about moving our trade location, and I don't think I'm going to until I can get into the Venetian trade node, you know, or the Genoan one with high value. We got into Venice, and then we're like, oh, it's not really worth anything? So I guess we're going to have to wait till we get to the Genoan trade node. Naturally, our advisor kicks the bucket right before the war starts, but that's fine. This is what it is. And our admiral just died, but that's also fine. I'm not even going to bother replacing him right now, we don't need to. Tunis doesn't have a coastline. The Ottomans don't have a coastline. Yemen does, but I can't get through there because the Suez Canal hasn't been built. So you guys are just going to sit. And honestly, I'm just going to mothball you and just save the money. And then we'll declare war. I will give you money, but I'm not happy about it. Very not happy about it, but sure. Okay. Yeah, mothballing should save us some good money. Cool. Let's attack the Ottomans. And we're going to say, Holy War. All your friends can come in. I'm going to let you in this stack go back to drilling. And all of your troops are in one place. And we should hopefully be able to bop them pretty quickly. And Tunis can't get through their land without going through their capital, which makes it easy to catch. Speaking of which, they're the Ottomans are slowly running away. Come back. I didn't tell you you could leave. Where are you going? Okay, we're going to catch them. Not an ideal tile to catch them on, but better than not catching them at all. Yeah, their army sucks right now. They have really low morale. But we couldn't stack wipe them, so, I mean, that probably speaks volumes about how good our army isn't. That's okay. Eventually, if we can form, say, Italy, we'll have a far better army than what we have right now, but we shall see. I'm not sure what's going to be the long-term plan for our little nation. So many options. Ankara has been sieged out already before Fars could even save the Ottomans. Cool. You guys can go and attack the Farsi stack, I think. Should be pretty safe. And we managed to complete the entire row of Splendor options before the end of the age. Not that we can do the last 4, but shh, shh. Stop downplaying my achievements. Ah, there's Tunisia. Okay, cool. You can do you over there. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Split. I'm not going to have them auto siege, because I don't trust the AI to not be stupid, but that should be fine. Yeah, I don't want them to walk straight into the enemy and just wreck everything, which it is highly capable of doing. Where are you running to? Where are you going? Do you want to go to Aleppo? Oh, you do? Everybody wants to go to Aleppo. The Aleppo tourist board in this game has done very, very well. Because everybody always wants to go there. Ooh, new galley might genuinely be useful. Can't afford to upgrade anything right now, but still. That could genuinely be good. What's the Farsi army look like? Pretty rubbish. Not as bad as the Ottomans, but not great. That gives me a lot of encouragement. And it gives me a lot of hope that I won't have to bring Austria in whatsoever, which would be very nice. Yeah, I'm not murdering my army reformer. We literally just got him. That's how he says controversial things. It's fine, doesn't everybody? Siege of Suba is over. Now, we do have to micro this a little bit more now, because we don't have just a blockade. We have to see if we can get our army into the Tunis stack. Where are you going? Come back here. Take this low morale group out if you can. We might not be able to catch them, but it'd be helpful if we could. Doesn't look like we're going to. That's fine. We'll just go back and deal with the 17k stack instead. Where are you fleeing to? My territory. I guess you might as well pillage my land before we attack you, I guess. If that's how you're thinking about it. Come on. Where are you going now? I'm not losing a stability. That can do one. That can royally do one. Cool. This is almost fully sieged out. We did catch... Well, we didn't catch the Farsi stack. We caught the Yemeni stack, which is arguably even better. Where are you going? We're just going to end up playing Kiss Chase, I think. Which is also fine. If they want to pretend to run away, that's okay too. Where are they going? I'd love to know what that group of Farsi troops is doing, but they're just going back and forth, back and forth. This is now all occupied, so we can come help. Where are you going? I'd appreciate it if you didn't waste my time, I'm just saying. Tuscany's threatening our trade, that's fair. We are rivals, so, I mean, it comes with the territory. Okay, we should be able to catch them in our jaw, surely. It's massive. Oh, our Master of the Mint just died. Must be after 8 for him. I do love an after 8. What's your guys' favourite chocolate? I wouldn't say after 8s are my favourite, but they're a Christmas favourite. They're a staple. Well, at least they were before I moved, you know, continents, but... I do love mint and chocolate. One of my favourite combos. Honestly, I'm just going to go occupy somewhere in Fars. It's okay. Lots of peace treaties ended. It's fine. We're even going to go speed at 4. That's how fine this is. This siege is going to take a while, though. It's level 4 fort, and we have no siege pips on our leader. You going to come and say hi? Oh dear, can we catch you this time? Oh, it was just 1,000 cannon. I thought it was the 0-0s again, like we had last episode. Oh, they have more army than us this time, but they're still not strong enough. Because they all decided to split up for some baffling reason. I don't get that one. I don't know if they would have won or not before, but if you're going to split, you certainly won't win. Yeah, that's a weird decision. Weird and bad. Where are you running away to? Oh dear. Yeah, getting caught in Gaza. Which is definitely not controversial in any way. And you're just going to run away. Okay, fine. Yeah, if they just want to keep feeding us war score, I'm fine with that. Do you still have loot to loot? You do? Cool. Let's move you forwards, though, so you can start looting some other provinces. Infantry don't do a lot of looting. It's really the horses that are great at looting. That said, I didn't set us up specifically to loot. That would be a bit weird. Yeah, this is nice and easy. Which is a nice, pleasant change, that there's a low-stress war, if such a thing exists. That feels like an oxymoron, but it's not, I promise. Great expectations. Do I care about losing 20 naval tradition? I do a little bit. But our naval tradition's only 22 anyway. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wow, our tradition of 2. We can create any baby you like that can swim. Reminds me of the Sea Orc from Battle of Wesnoth. Or Battle for Wesnoth. That's a great free game. I played that as like a teenager and it's still free, so kudos to them. Siege of Kel is over. Let's go do the Siege of Keenan. And you two can go de-siege my province, please. It's probably having a very sad time. Where are you running? Cool. I'm not speedrunning this, I promise. It might feel quicker than normal, and it's because it is. This war's not very high stakes. So I don't want to waste time. But we're already at 77% war score against the Ottomans. And realistically, yeah, we're pretty much at 100% 99 versus Tunis. Do we want anything off Tunis while we're here? This is a separate state and it's not really got any valuable provinces in it. Separate state, separate state. Like, this just isn't worth anything to us. I literally only have the one province here because I didn't want to have a coastline. So I think I'm just going to look for money. You can only give us 205. That's depressing. War reps. I could pillage you to make it like a reversal of fortune, but it's not worth anything to do so. Yeah, I'm just going to get you to remove your claim. Or your core, even. Thank you. What a waste of everybody's time that was. And you're not going to let me move that 4K stack back, are you? Yep, use the fleet. Dummies. You're black flagged. That's fine. We can just move you back. I'm keeping a stack near the Ottoman lines because I don't want them to get desieged even by accident. Fars will peace out. We're at 30% war score. I'm kind of surprised by that, really. It's all due to that one province, the province of Shiraz. But they won't give me any money, so I guess we're going to have to keep pressing the buttons until they do. Cool. Harvest failure. You look fantastic. Hate it. Random 1,000 stack. Are we moving them one at a time? We're going to deal with that in a second. I want to talk about that in a minute. Why are we moving them one stack at a time? Oh, because one flute has decided to stay by itself. Hang on. This is stupid and dumb. Let's not do it like this. I know, we're going to talk about the League in a minute. Let me move these troops back. There's too many pop-ups. Too many ostriches. Okay. You are all here. Combined together. Attached to transport. Have the transport combine first, which is, what, shift click? No, control click? There we go. It was one. I knew it was one or the other. Bring you guys all together, please. And we're going to look at the League in a minute, because clearly they are very, very actively being joined. Okay. Everybody is back together. Combine. There's only 19,000 army. We might need to make that a little stronger, but we can't really afford to. More admin points, please. You two can be combined, make it a little bit stronger. You can go back to being mothballed once we move you somewhere that's out of the way. So let's move you to Crete. Okay. They now have rebels. That's annoying, and I don't really need to deal with it, and I don't want to. And you still won't peace out and give me any money. Oh, you will now. Just. So we'll wait a little bit longer. Holy Roman Empire. So we want to see where our allies are. So naturally, Austria is going to be in the Catholic League. We have... None of my allies are over here. It's always funny when France is in the Protestant side. None of the really big players that are allied to me have made a decision. So I'm not going to make a decision yet either. Not that we can, really, but we're at war. So we can't press the button, is what I mean. Okay, that's important to know. Poland joined the Protestant League, so no matter which side I pick, I would break an alliance with one of our big friends. Milan's joined the Protestant League as well. Interesting. Oh, united in prayer. No, I'm going to take your Diplo points. We can get a new tech or a new idea. We finally got to a point where if we wanted to reduce our loan interest, we could. But we're still not going to do it. I need to get the corruption down. So we're going to do this. Get level 14 admin tech, which will allow us to pick a new idea group. And it's going to have to be a military one, because we can't afford to do anything else. So, in terms of options... I always like going defensive. We've already gone quantity, which is the one that's missing from this list. Quality and quantity do combo pretty well as well. But we have an enormous empire. So for me, it makes sense to go defensive just because of the amount of space that people will be attrition to go over our territory. So that's what we're going to do. We can probably start repaying some loans back now. I think. And honestly, I'm just getting attrition for no reason. I'm just going to take the war reparations from Fars and piece them out. So that just leaves the Ottomans and Yemen. And Yemen's miles away and has a load of mountain that I don't want to deal with for attrition purposes. So let's just try piecing the Ottomans out. So what do we want off them first? I think we're just going to do state cleanup again. However, in this case, that means literally everything would have to go. So that's not going to happen. So it's all just Turkish culture. Almost exclusively. The one that isn't is one that we already own. So... if I do that, that's 55 aggressive expansion. It doesn't move the wheel on anything. We can still take a buttload of money, take war reparations. And we don't have a diplomat, so we have to wait 9 days, but that's fine. Thank you. Cool. And then I was going to say the rebellion should move. So we have 75% overextension, which is pretty bad, but not horrendous. We can get a claim on Treviso. It's funny that the papacy started to like us again. But I don't think that's going to be a thing forever, let's put it that way. When we declare war eventually on the papacy, we'll be very happy we have the navy that we do. But what we need to do is move a stack over here to protect our newly acquired land. Sicily wants to give us a royal marriage. We will certainly do that. We can get an idea group immediately, so let's get battlefield commissions. We're not far away from having our ideas completed, which is excellent. At least our national ones. Nice! So, what's the game plan now, I hear you ask? First of all, let's move our troops back. Then we can make a decision on that. I still don't know what we're going to do when it comes to the Holy Roman Empire's Protestant versus Catholic League. Because if we pick a side, we're going to lose an ally, at least one. If we go Catholic, we'll be able to still be friends with Austria, but Poland will break their alliance with us, and that's with Milan. Who else are we allied to? Württemberg, right? Württemberg is the yellow flag. It's this one, and I don't see that they... no, there they are. So Württemberg is in the Catholic League, which I guess makes sense because they're an elector. Interesting. So, yeah, if I pick a side, I lose 2 of my 4 allies. Interesting. Is this the opportunity we use to finally wean off Austria for everything? Hello, every cat. I don't know if you can hear every cat in the background here, but they're all being crazy. What's up, weird chibis? I know, you guys are friends, you're just being weirdos. I don't have my camera on, but cats be doing cat things. Okay. Well, I'm alright with it being a Protestant league because I'm not in the Holy Roman Empire. So I'm okay with the Empire kind of falling apart at the seams a bit. I think this is the time we have to rip the band-aid off and say, finally, we can't just rely on Austria for everything. I'm a bit scared to do it because they have an enormous army. Like, massive. But I think this is the right thing to do, especially if my long-term plan is to try and get into Italy. It doesn't really make any sense to be allied to Austria forever, because they're allied to Aragon. Speaking of Aragon, yeah, they're also in the Catholic League. Okay, we're going to commit to this. Austria's going to absolutely hate us. And what we need to do before they start hating us is we are going to ask them if they can do anything with all their favors. They'll give us a province. Cool. So, our vassal got a second province, which means we can annex them at this point. Sweet. Because now we have a border with them. Yeah, see, now they absolutely hate us because we're hostile, even though we're still technically best friends. The Netherlands joined the Catholic League, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. And yeah, here comes the alliance break. Oh, Württemberg's more mad. Why are you guys so... I know it's on the other side. But yeah, they're hostile with us because we flipped the wrong side. Don't get me wrong, if the war actually comes off... This is going to be pain. My only real saving grace is that France picked Protestant. So they're going to be a sponge for attacks. And then I'm hoping they go for Poland rather than me, if that does happen. I'm wondering maybe we should move this stack closer to our western edge, just in case it triggers sooner than later. I can't afford to get more army, that's for sure. Yeah, so that's our final moment. I think it's the right thing to do. I also think the right thing to do is to unmothball our big fleet and upgrade all of our galleys. In case they do end up declaring, at least we'll have naval advantage. And that'll be constant war score. Stop doing that to the papacy at this point. We want to take our remaining diplomat and pick own subject countries. Make sure all of our vassals are happy with us, because we will need them as well if a war like this does start. Just out of curiosity, our emperor is calm. That's an okay trait. Yeah, it's still Bohemia. Their military score's 467. We can't become the leader in this case because we're Catholic. But I don't see any other nation that's Protestant getting anywhere near taking Bohemia over. Yeah, it didn't really spread very wide, did it? Protestantism in this game. Probably because I wasn't in the middle there doing it, but that's fine. We'll see if Bohemia fires off or not. They won't ally us. Austria just broke their alliance with it, which makes sense. You want money? You can just about do so. Cool. Okay, so I guess next episode, we'll put a cut in here, we shall see if the religious war between, I say Protestants and Catholics loosely, that's hilarious that Castile joined the Protestant League, by the way. We'll see if it fires. If it does, we're going to have to get involved, because we're going to get mauled to death otherwise. We're going to have to just hold the line against Austria and Hungary, I suspect. Or at least attempt to. They have a lot of troops. Manchu's getting ripped apart by Russia. Oopsie doopsie. But yeah, if you've been enjoying the videos, again, please do let me know. And hopefully... Oh, that sucks. Russia joining that sucks. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.